legit. Anything you want.
Gold has been rebounding from poor price performances in 2018, but what do stronger gold prices mean for the economy? Joining me now is Peter Hug, Global Trading Director for Kitco Metals. Pete, good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Danny.
So last time we spoke, which was not too far back, you said that gold could hit 1,500. Are we still sticking to that? Obviously, when we were talking, the rally was, in full effect. We've come off a little bit since then. How do you see it?
I said it's possible to go to 1,500, but I mean, there was a proviso in that. I'm constructive the gold market. I remain constructive the gold market. But my key point when I made that $1,500 call was I need 1365 taken out. And I think that's a very real possibility in 2019. And I think if we get through 1365, which has been a barrier to the upside for the past 3 years, I think 1,500 is certainly a potential in the cards by the end of the year. But again, the focus here is going to be the dollar, and we continue to believe that the Fed is going to be reluctant to raise rates this year. If anything, they may even lower rates. And, this market is going to be difficult to trade in 2019 because we have a situation where the market is going to react to economic news. And just to give you an example, we had gold this morning hold support at 1302. And then retail sales came out for the fourth quarter. They were much worse than expected. The first reaction on gold was a pop higher of about $10. And that reaction is strictly related to the fact that with a slower economy, there is less and less chance for the Fed to raise rates, and in that context, we expect the dollar to weaken sometime mid-year to the end of the year, which in that context would be very price positive for the precious metals.
Okay, what about gold? But what about silver here, Peter? How are you seeing it set up?
Silver is going to struggle a little if we get into an economic slowdown because of the industrial component. I still think silver is going to move with gold. We're still of the opinion that the silver-gold ratio should get back to 75 to 1 sometime throughout this year. But if our forecast is accurate on gold and it remains constructive and we'll get up through that 1365 level, we still see silver prices potentially in the $18, $19 range by year end.
All right. And since we're going down the list, why not just end with platinum and palladium here? We've been seeing a lot of excitement in the PGM space all year long here. How do you see the PGMs, Pete?
I'm going to include rhodium in that question as well. And on palladium and rhodium, we're still very constructive. We see issues with supply continuing throughout 2019. As I warned investors at the latter part of 2018, I think palladium is still constructive and will go higher, but you have to be prepared for volatility. These markets will move $50 a clip. But we think palladium is still in an upward trend. We think rhodium, having broken through 2,500 today, definitely has the possibility of seeing at least 3,000, if not 3,200, within the next couple of months. Platinum is going to be less bullish because of its use decline in the automotive industry, especially in the diesel industry. So we see platinum following gold, but not generally moving on its own. But we believe the platinum gold ratio at over 500 to 1 right now is definitely in the favor of platinum. So at these levels here, I'd have no issue putting on a platinum gold spread, long platinum, short gold.
Pete, finally, just switching topics here, but I want to ask you about one of the big headlines coming out today. JP Morgan throwing in their hat into the cryptocurrency ring. As we remember, Jamie Dimon not liking Bitcoin a year ago. Were you surprised to see this news?
Well, Diamond doesn't like anything he's not making money on. I think here he can make some money. If it gives credibility to the crypto that they're going to launch, I mean, if the market feels that it's got some backing, I think it could be something that the millennials might embrace. But I still think if the millennials embrace cryptos, I still think they'll go the route of Bitcoin, where they have a bit more, how can we say this, they're going to be less exposed to having somebody watch what their transactions are. So that it's going to be more confidential through the Bitcoin medium as opposed to a JP Morgan medium.
Less Big Brother.
I was trying to
There
find
you
the right.
go. That's why I'm here, Pete. Thanks so much, Peter. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.
And thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow.